Hello everyone, Oksana here. Let me know that you can hear me well and that you can hear my audio. Let me see if my audio is working well. Hello? Just let me know if you can hear my audio. I see that, let me check on the computer. If you're watching this video, let me know what questions you have for me. Let me go ahead and check. If you're also watching this video, let me know if my audio is on. Yeah, I see that the audio is, wait a minute, I see that the audio is on. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me well because I just switched the microphone. So, okay, great. So I see that the audio is on, but let me know if you can hear me well and what questions you have. Just a quick announcement. A program starts if you've been looking to get help with your inflammation, pain, swelling, diabetes, or any type of inflammatory condition. I'm going to share with you about a method and how we help people reverse chronic diseases rapidly. And also, I'm going to be addressing some questions. So, if you have specific questions for me, feel free to put them in the chat box. So, our next rapid cellular repair program starts September 15th. So that's gonna be most likely the last program of the year because each person is getting one-on-one individual help, and there's no functional doctor that has the same system that we have set up in a program where clients, we actually updated our program over the last several years. We added tons of new classes where we teach you everything you need to know about disease reversal. We teach classes on how to heal your gut from things like gastritis, Crohn's disease. We teach you how to. We just last week we taught our clients a class about how to heal your gut after a high dose of antibiotics or SIBO, or also microbial imbalance, what symptoms you're experiencing, how to address that and heal that. And then we also teach different classes on how to actually reverse diabetes, not just manage it, where we had clients who were able to get off insulin within several weeks. We had clients who have heart disease, high cholesterol normalized in 30 days. So we teach so many different classes that each client gets access to. In addition to that, every day we send them specific education where we address every single question that has come up with a client for our clients who've dealt with different diseases over the last 7 years. And we address those questions in the education that we send out to you every single day over the course of 8 weeks. And you get access to a live education and one-on-one help with your disease reversal. So and I'm gonna talk more a little about that and what that looks like. So who we are, we are Viktoriya and Oksana, we are twins, and we are the only twins who are multi-award winning immunology scientists, and we are the creators of a rapid immunocellular healing program. And over the last 15 years, we've helped people in more than 20 countries reverse pain and inflammation, often in just 30 days. So we had clients as fast as in 2 weeks they became symptom free. We had a client who had eczema. In 2 weeks her eczema went away. We had clients who actually reversed their autoimmune markers within 2 weeks as well. And we use a supplement free approach, and we don't focus on complicated testing or protocols or ongoing treatments. In addition to that, our research has been published in peer-reviewed scientific journals such as Cancer Letters since 2010, and we've been honored to be featured in the global documentary Legacy Makers, chosen from over 10,000 applicants. So you can watch a documentary. It's going to be streaming on live major streaming platforms, and you can watch a documentary where we talk about a history and how we're helping people globally become symptom free. And most importantly, we are known for helping people achieve what no doctor, pill, or protocol ever could: true healing at the cellular level, often in just 30 days. So we are the only twin immunology scientists in the world delivering these kind of results. And how it all started, well, we had cystic acne for 12 years, since we were 12 years old, and our health only got worse after that. And then we spent 7 years working with various doctors and studying cellular nutrition. We also started working with people locally, and we found out that our results were consistent and reproducible for those who stuck with the program that we teach each person and learn the tools we teach in a program for long-term success. So some results our clients have seen, this is just one of our clients, but you can easily go to a Facebook page, go through our photos and see the typical results our clients see working with us. So this is a client who worked with us in 28 days because we monitor your results every single day and we provide feedback and how well you're executing the program, how well your execution on the program. And a client who had Hashimoto's, high blood pressure, Raynaud's disease, brain fog, hair loss in just 28 days. What happened is that her blood pressure went from 144/94 down to 109 to 77 without medications. Her vitamin D levels improved. Her T4 improved. Her TSH improved. And iron actually improved in a program. And A1C dropped by zero point 0.4 points in just 28 days. In addition to that, her cholesterol dropped by 40 points. She no longer had any fatigue, no more anemia, and no more IBS symptoms. Okay? But we also had people who were dealing with really severe autoimmune diseases. They were experiencing symptoms like dry mouth, dry eyes. In fact, we had several clients who reversed their dry mouth and dry eyes in just 6 weeks of us working together. We had clients who no longer had any hair loss, heartburn, swollen hands, joint pain. This is one of our clients who was dealing with multiple autoimmune diseases, and this is what she reported to us by day 32. Like I said, every day it's each client's responsibility to update us. What are they doing based on the program we designed for them and the symptoms that they're experiencing, as well as the improvements that they're seeing. So, based on your progress, we help you identify what is still causing your symptoms to stay, as well as we address any challenges that you are facing during your recovery. Okay? So, majority of our clients have tried a lot of other healing methods in the short amount of time. Nothing else comes close to the results that I'm experiencing. This is what a client who had gastritis metaplasia by day 17. This is what she reported to us. Just after the first week, I was out from all the prescriptions and no longer needed them. Can you just imagine that you're getting off all your prescriptions in just the first week I was working together? And then this client also was having brain fog that went away, and she had a precancerous condition that she was dealing with that she came to us for help with. So, what kind of conditions have we been able successfully improve for clients? We've had clients with Hashimoto's, different types of arthritis diseases, different types of autoimmune diseases, skin conditions as well. And we had really high success with Crohn's and colitis patients. We had some clients who had bloody stools and diarrhea when we started. We had a client who had 20 bowel movements per day when we started working with her, and we normalized it down to 4 in just 40 days. We had clients with kidney diseases. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Type 2 diabetes, metabolic dysfunction, clients who are in the menopause. If it's autoimmune, inflammatory, chronic, we've had results helping us, helping people well. So let's talk a little bit about what is actually happening in the medical community. So here's a shocking reality. According to the Harvard professor, the average medical school in the US provides less than 25 hours of nutrition training over 4 years. So less than 25 hours, and less than 20% of medical schools have even one required course in nutrition. So for most people, nothing affects their health more than what they're doing, what they're eating, and how they're treating their body on a daily basis. And yet, medical schools treat nutrition as a subject of minor importance. They focus on anatomy, disease, and pharmaceutical treatments. And this is really malpractice in a country with over 40% of people who are obese and over 70% people overweight and obese. And all of these people are dealing with things like cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. So the best thing you can do for yourself is learn exactly what you have to do to put your body back in its optimal health. And this is a client that we worked with, Crystal, who started working with us in June 2019. She had so many different health problems. And again, she got off all of her medications that she was on. So we talked about the nutritional gap, right? So the biggest issue is that many people, they tell you that they can help you, but they actually don't have experience working with people and getting them rapid results. So they think that what they do works, but what ends up happening is people stay in their healthcare for a long time. Even with functional doctors, they end up working with them for over a year, while our clients work with us and get results in 6 weeks and then no longer need a help because they learn the tools, okay, what they have to do. And many doctors are not concerned with health. Perhaps they see their job actually narrow to diagnose illness and prescribe treatments like surgery and drugs, leaving wellness to others. And nutritional intervention is often the most effective treatment for our most chronic diseases, for the most chronic diseases. But taken out of the picture, they are willfully ignoring a powerful tool, failing in the core mission to treat diseases effectively. So they're part of the sick care system, not a healthcare system. That's what I call it. It's a sick care system. Once you become the patient, you become a patient for life. And nutritional therapy is often superior to pharmaceutical therapy for preventing and even treating chronic diseases, like we've been able to prove, helping people reverse those diseases. And it's really the corrupt system. This is a cynical explanation. It's true that medical schools receive funding from pharmaceutical interests, and drug companies lobby doctors heavily. It's undeniable that a sicker population is more profitable for this ecosystem. But does this mean there's a secret coordinated conspiracy? I find that hardly to believe. Doctors, by and large, do not want their patients to be sick. While financial ties exist, this suggests an active conspiracy. So that's why drug companies and doctors profit from sick population. The same thing happens when, also supplement, it's $1 billion industry as well. Supplement and herbal industry. It's just basically created to keep you be a consumer. So my question for you, are you a consumer? Do you continue consuming things online and buying tons of supplements? Or do you want to just learn what you have to do to get your body working properly without having to consume more information? So doctors are product of the same culture we are. So 40% of doctors are overweight themselves. We talked about that. 20% are obese. And these are successful, respected members of their communities. And the last thing a pillar of the community wants to do is challenge the very culture that grants them that status. So if you fundamentally believe that Americans will never change the way that they eat, then why waste time teaching what they have to do to reverse the disease? You resign yourself to just treating the symptoms with the tools you do have, like pills and procedures. That's why people get sick and stay sick, because nobody's teaching you what to do to prevent that from happening. So, what's the consequence? This massive gap in education, so the public is continually directed to an authority figure who, through no fault of their own, is often unqualified to give the advice we need. So a doctor is not qualified to give you nutritional advice unless the doctor has reversed diseases for hundreds of people using only nutrition. And our system becomes perfectly designed to manage sickness but is incapable of creating health. The responsibility falls on us as individuals to educate ourselves and find the truth that our medical institutions have failed to prioritize. So, the power to transform your health is not held captive by a system that ignores the most important factor. The most potent medicine for the diseases plaguing a society isn't found in the pill bottle, it's found what is it you consume on a daily basis. And if you think that you're doing everything right, but you're still having symptoms of disease and inflammation, then what you need to do is join a program to learn the things that you learned that were wrong, that are taught that people are outdated information, like keto diet, paleo diet, gluten-free, dairy-free. That's outdated information that does not work. It's not enough just to remove these foods from your diet and to be able to see remarkable transformation in your health. So healing is not just about removing things from your diet. You cannot reverse disease without specifically regulating the immune system. And real healing requires 100% commitment, dedication, and actually being honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself that what you're doing is not working, and problem solving issues that are rising for you during your recovery. And our method demands daily action. We provide daily feedback on your participation in a program and adjusting it for you based on how your body is responding and the questions that you're having. So it requires full engagement and willingness to follow the process, but also learn the education that we provide that's going to save not only your life, but the life of your children and grandchildren. Making wrong assumptions is what keeps people stuck and sick. That's what we learn is people make wrong assumptions. The reason why you're still sick right now or why you're struggling is because you're making wrong assumptions. That's exactly what's keeping you sick. And in order to help you identify what are those assumptions that you're making, you have to have the right person helping you. And if a person you're working with right now is not helping you, then they do not know how to solve your problem if you're still experiencing symptoms of disease. So that's why it's important to have the right person to help you so you see consistent improvements in your health over time. That's what you want to see improving, whether it is in your labs or your symptoms, and you want to determine what kind of optimal health you can achieve. And that's only possible when you truly commit to your healing. And our clients who work with us, they are committed individual. They're committed to the healing, and we help supervise you, which leaves no room for error. So our core principles: remove what's harming your cells and your organs, things that are healthy that are people consuming right now, they're harming to your body, or maybe they even preventing your body, prevent you from having to see breakthrough in your health. And also step number 2, flood yourself with the right nutrients and tools for healing to take place. And then also repair your immune system and repair your cells at the cellular level. So this is not theory. It's also reproducible, scientific tested on hundreds of people. Let's talk about some of our clients. Like I said, we worked with hundreds of clients at this point, but this is the type of results our clients have seen. We had people with kidney disease within 15 days, kidney function went from 5% to 15%. This is a client who was on dialysis, rapidly improved kidney function, got off dialysis. We also had clients who had struggled with 5 different autoimmune diagnoses, reversed symptoms in 8 weeks, thriving 5 years later. We had clients who had multiple markers. We had a client who came to us with Hashimoto's arthritis, but shows they had blood sugar issues. She no longer had any blood sugar issues, and she spent 15K in stem cells and other programs with no results. And she joined with only enough money in her bank account to cover a program. Because can you just imagine somebody who only has enough money to pay for a program and yet she still joined it? That's how serious she was about her healing. Within 6 weeks, she was medication free, symptom free, and 1 year later, she's still thriving. This is a client who actually was able to get a new job. She was able to start working again and live her life without being dependent on these pills and supplements. And of course, we have many different cases. So, why would this work if you've tried everything? Because you haven't tried this. That's really the simple answer. You tried everything, but you haven't tried this. And also, our clients have been able to achieve results where conventional functional medicine has failed them. That's been most of their case. This is one of our clients, and she said that this program, like no other, it saves you tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run. Invest in your future so you can have one. This is a client who actually said that. Imagine what kind of transformation that she has had in her health to be able to say that. Most clients spend far more on failed treatments, pills, and supplements over time. And like I said, many of our clients who worked with us, they said this was the last program, it was their last hope, and it saved their life. So next one-on-one program starts September 15th. We do not run this program every month. Typical waiting list used to be 2 weeks, now it's 2 to 3 months. And enrollment is by application. So we only take select cases. You have to fill out application form. And if we approve your application form, we invite you to have a consultation. If you had a consultation with us more than a year ago, you are going to have to repeat your consultation, because there's a lot of people who tell us, I'm so serious, I'm so serious. 2 to 3 years later, they keep emailing us, telling us that they're ready to start, but they haven't actually committed to it. And those type of people, we actually reject them from our program, because we do not work with people who tell us one thing, but they actually tell us another thing. So if you told us 2 to 3 times that you were ready to start, but you haven't committed, then you are going to be rejected from application, because you're just a person who keeps telling us, I'm ready to do it, but then 2 to 3 years go by, but you haven't actually committed to it. So we work with people whose words reflect the actions. Your words have to reflect your action. And this is a client, Lucy, who has seen two different doctors, two nutritionists for over years. 3 weeks of working with Viktoriya and Oksana, all my symptoms were gone. So, who is an expert? Someone who has the ability to prove results. If you want to be parental coach with no kids, you have no ability to prove that. It doesn't work. If you want to hire a productivity coach whose life is not busy, it's not going to work. Health expert without health are the worst ones. There's so many, doctors who are so sick, yet they're giving you health advice. There's so many functional nutritional doctors who look like they're dying, but they're not giving nutritional advice. Health experts without the ability to prove results to hundreds of people are the worst one. We always ask people who reach out to for us for help, who are so desperate, who told us, I worked with my functional doctor, they promised me to have results, they promised that they're gonna heal my kidney diseases, but I'm still sick. The program did not help me at all improve my kidney function. And when we asked them, did you ask your functional doctor for results? And they said, well, I didn't. They didn't ask their doctor because they're afraid to ask their doctor for results. They're afraid to ask their doctor, where's the proof? And what kind of results our clients are seeing, and how fast are they seeing those results for specific cases. So our method faster, safer, and more effective than any supplement or drug-based approach, verified in hundreds of cases and rooted in peer-reviewed immunology research. So this is, and if you have more questions about what is it specifically we do, we have more education available. You can send us a message, reach out to us for help. So again, the program starts. What does the program do? Repairs damaged cells, helps you fight infections, prevent cancer, and we treat the building blocks of the anti-inflammatory immune system. You're going to learn exactly what that means and how it benefits your whole body. Okay, so if you have specific questions, you can send us a message. So it's opposite of fasting, nutrient mapping for immune and metabolic function, improve cellular communication and cell signal to reverse damage. You're getting cellular and immune repair rapidly. And then we also teach you, we provide a lot of tools and education for you. We continue adding new classes for clients. We do not need you get access to all the old education that we've been teaching, the most fundamental tools that we teach in the program. You're gonna get access to that. You have to learn the foundation. Without the foundations, you cannot recover. So we teach you the foundations, but we also continue teaching new classes for our clients, new classes every single week that you get access to. So if you deal with specific issues, we're teaching those classes in the program. Okay? So again, the last program is starting September 15th. This is your chance to recover. It's going to be an 8-week program that you can reach out to us for help to get specific help with your problems. This is an 8-week program, the last program that we're teaching. And if I do not teach you about this program, I will be doing you disservice. So that's why we are promoting this program right now, because this is an opportunity for you to work with us. And after the September 15th, the program enrollment closes. So if you have specific questions, then you can reach out to us individually and ask them